2 of the video on how to take your artwork and put it into an application sketch so that you can see how the scale looks or how the placement looks. You can also use it for sketches. You don't have to just use it for finished prints. So I'm going to go back to the file that I just fixed in the first video and just note that I could do a little bit more work on like desaturating it or adjusting the color, but it looks pretty good. Reminder that this is supposed to be 24 inches wide, so while I'm in here I can change the file size to 24 inches wide so that it is life size in the computer instead of slightly larger. And I like to change the resampling to automatic so it doesn't over blur it or under blur it. And I'll also note that the resolution right now is at 72. I like to work at 150, so I'm just changing that while I'm in here as well. The other thing that, remember that you change it to 150, because if you take this artwork into this without having the same resolution, it's not going to show you what the actual scale is. So while I'm in here, I'm going to change the resolution to 150 as well. And that way I know I'm working with the same resolution. And then I also said that the height of this garment is 46 inches, which was just kind of a guess based on 36 inches being a yard. So you would measure it if you have it in real life. If you don't have it in real life and you're like trying to put it into a chair or something, almost every model of chair on the internet has the size attached to it on their sales website, or you can use general measurements that you find from a chair within reach. Okay, so I'm taking this section here and I'm going to make sure that this is 46 inches high. Maybe this is 46 inches high since that's kind of coming down on the sides. And I'm going to basically copy this. I'm going to make a new file. The new file is exactly the size of the last thing I just copied. I'm going to paste into that just so that you can visually see why I'm doing it. And then I'm going to change the size to 46 inches. Before I actually hit OK, I don't even need to hit OK. What I'm looking for is the dimensions here. How much do I need to increase the file so that it is life size? So again, this is just a dummy file. I don't really need it. I just was using it to see the percentage change. So it's 121%. I'm going to close this without saving it. I'm going to deselect this, and I'm going to change this entire file to be 121% larger so that that 46-inch measurement will now be accurate. So after that, I'm going to crop it down because I certainly don't need this entire background. And if I was doing a display, I might actually go in and clear away the extra print in the background. But the smartest thing to do would actually be to not take a picture with such a complicated background. Take a picture with a white ground or on the somebody wearing the muslin in front of a white ground. So I'm going to leave most of that alone just for the sake of time. I'm going to go ahead and stop the video here. So these videos are a little bit shorter, and I'm going to prepare this file in the next video to have layers where I can bring in my pattern idea. So that will be in video 3.